We're excited to be named one of the top sustainability leaders for the third year in a row. The energy transition and repowering of economies, assets and operations is time critical for our decarbonisation goals. Paul, what does it take to be an Australian Financial Review sustainability leader?
Thanks, Claire. We think it takes the courage to focus on the places where you can have the biggest impact. As an organisation, Aurecon is very aware that sustainability is very broad and there are many lenses to it. We also know that climate change is the biggest issue facing people on the planet. So that is where we've really chosen to focus the impacts of our work. And so when it comes to climate action, in the Australian context, we've figured that the most important thing that we can do is contribute to transition Australia's energy system to a predominantly renewables-based system as fast as we can, because the trajectory really matters. And so specifically for our skills, we look at that transition and we can see that there are significant challenges to it right now. And they're no longer just technical and economic ones. There's significant impacts for local communities and local environmental impacts to be considered. So for us to take our expertise and work hard to resolve those issues and get the transition back on track. And specifically to help, for example, to help communities to understand the physical impacts of climate change, if we don't decarbonise, pose a far more significant risk to those communities and to the local ecosystems than the transition itself does. So that's just one example of how we are working really hard to help the transition take place. So for us, that is the focus, transitioning Australia's electricity system to be predominantly renewables based and therefore help decarbonise the rest of the economy.